All right, lad, here we are. Here is the Stonefalls Loot Run. This is where I get, this is my most efficient loot route to accumulate as much stolen treasure as you can in the shortest amount of time. So, right now, this is Tamriel. We are in the top right, Stone Falls, and, oh, sorry, top right, Stone Falls. And we're in the top right of that region. So we're in the city. You're going to be familiar with the city. I'm going to show you the route, and I'm going to try to be as quick as I can, but I will mention every NPC that you should hit and the crates that you should hit. Because if this loot run can take up an hour, maybe even more, once you fill up your inventory. So I will not have time to loot everyone, but I will target everyone, and I will show you, make sure you know every spot that you should hit. To make this much shorter. As long as you know the route, and after a few times of doing it, you will be much more comfortable with the NPC rotations, where the guards are, what you can risk, this and that. So you'll have it by heart in no time. Real quick before I start, I wanted to show you the skills here. So the important skills on this here. So if you go to World Ledger Domain. It's what helps me out a lot is having all points in Trafficker, which increases the items you can sell and launder up to 140. So I have all my points in that to sell as much as I can in one day. I have all 4 points in pickpocketing chance. So this will definitely help because NPCs are pretty much half of your loot. They're the majority. You can get 3 off of each person, and this will help tremendously. And just a little tidbit here, I do have almost all of the points in kickback. This will reduce the amount you're willing to pay of your bounty. Right now I have 3 out of 4, 30%, 10% each. So if I have 1,000 gold bounty and I still want to keep playing, and I don't want to pay that whole 1,000 gold bounty, I only have to pay 700 when I talk to the fence because I have this thing here. So it's kind of like a bribing thing. And this will save you so much gold in the future if you're doing this frequently. I usually do this route right before I log off, so it's not that important because the gold, of course, the bounty does drain over time. I think it's 3 gold per minute online, 8 gold per minute offline. So it does even help being offline anyway. So I usually do this loot run at the very end of the night. It doesn't really matter, but if you're playing in the day, this has helped me a lot. It has saved me a lot of gold because you never have to pay the full amount again. Once you start seeing it, you'll feel better about it. So this right here is the Dovin's Watch Outlaw Refuge. This is where you start and this is where you stop, because this is where you'll go to sell all your stuff. So we're gonna start the run here. Also real quick for skills, I have if you go to Alliance War, if you go to Assault, the first skill you get right at level 2. The first skill for Alliance War is rapid maneuver. So this is what, once you activate it, costs a lot of stamina, but it will have a 30% movement speed boost on your mount as well, as on foot, for 30 seconds. So this definitely will help us get around, and that's something I recommend. So those are just a few skills that definitely come in handy. And once again, this exact again, you're going to be familiar. You're probably going to recognize this refuge here. So this is where I'm starting, and just a quick a synopsis of what the route is. We start here. We're going to get this upper level. Now there are 2 arms that pretty much make up the main run. So you have this left arm here. We have a few houses we're going to hit on this big left arm here. We have an arm all the way down to the docks. So we're going to hit the docks. It is a big loop down here. That's another arm. And then of course you have, the upper level is the 3rd arm. So that's going to be this loop here. We're going to go around the docks, and then we're going to come back. Once you do these arms here, and this will all make sense after I'm done. Once you're kind of done and wrapping it up through the main loot areas, there is a closing route as well. So there is a route that I do on the way back to the refuge that also gets you a few extra things, and why not? So we're starting here. I'm gonna get a little speed boost going. The first thing we do is we go around here and we jump down. What you can do is check those crates in the corner. Check these crates. Just a few little things that you can find in those bags and boxes, right? Treasure will spawn in those, so you always want to check them. You have crates here. Now on this upper level, there are 4 total NPCs that will that you could do this set on here. I'm not sure what's going on there. So there's a lady that stands here. She stands here permanently. You can take her out. There is a guy, a dark elf, that walks up and talks to her for a short time. After he's leaving, I usually try and take him out before he hits those steps, so I will have time to get a set on him sometimes here. There are 2 more NPCs. You have this soldier that he's coming down right now. He will walk up and stand here. And then you have a 4th that you might not see. I haven't seen him in a while. He was there in the last recording. I'm just trying to do another one to make it quicker. There is a noble that comes down here. He is he is an elf. So there are 4 total characters. The main 2 you have you'll hit is this lady and then this soldier. He's getting caught. Of course, this guy sucks. You're definitely not gonna be this dummy right here. He's fist fighting the guy. So those are the 2 main NPCs, and then 2 that you can potentially tag on there. So there's that dark elf that walks up, and there is a noble that walks around. He is secretly a vampire. Between me and you, if I see him, I'm gonna show you how. Okay, he's secretly a vampire wandering around like we can't tell. I check these few boxes here, but it's not necessary. Most of the time they're food items. So again, we're gonna close off the upper arm by hitting the Fighters Guild room here. So there is a safe box here. Loot the desk, come back around, check the barrel, sack, bag, check those 3. We're gonna enter the Fighters Guild. Now you have a total of 3 NPCs. 2 are lootable and killable. So this lady you can't touch. So you just have to stay out of her sight. Of course, we have a safe box here. We have a desk. We have a barrel. And then we have a cupboard. I usually sneak right into that cupboard. It's so you're out of sight 100% of the time there. Now with this character, I do try and get this set on her. I try and take her out, do the loot stab. And while she's not looking, so it is a little riskier because it's kind of close by. She might be able to tell. I usually try and make sure she's on this wall here and not crouching over the fire because that's just too close. So I do try and take her out. That's the top level here. Again, 1 NPC, 3 locations, and a chest. And then we're gonna go downstairs real quick. There's 1 NPC. He is a soldier. He's not just gonna like insta kill you if you aggro. Don't worry. He's just like any other NPC. He's slow. Right as I said that, he dashed across the screen like I can't get it. like Usain Bolt. So you can do this set on him. There's no one else down here. So you're not having to work around anyone. So take him out. As far as boxes down here, you have a box here, you have this crate pile here, and you have a crate here. So those are those 3. And then again, just to review, we got that NPC, few crates down here. And as we go back up, just to review, we have those 3 locations to loot, and we have this lady to cautiously take out. So we're done with the Dovin's Watch Fighters Guild. And that concludes the top level here. So we'll do a review in the end, don't worry. So now we're coming down here. This lady, she's a beggar, so it's going to be very easy to pickpocket her, very high chances. So go ahead and do the set on her. Now once we are here, there's another NPC that you're familiar with. We used to get in trouble with him way back in the Xbox days. He comes in, he's a blacksmith, so he is a blonde elf, I think, and he'll walk up, stand here in the middle. So if you're taking her out, make sure you don't have that NPC by chance while he's doing his route all the way up here. So I take those 2 out pretty much is what to take away from that. Now we're entering the kind of the lower area, and this is the arm down here. There are 3 buildings we will be entering, 2 NPC homes and 1 kind of guild area, right? We have this building here to my right. That is an NPC home. We're going to enter this building here, and then we're going to go all the way to the end of the road, and we're going to hit this NPC home. Okay, these are the only three that really have anything, and I'll explain on the way. I will be breaking into these homes. Again, I won't be looting, but I will be breaking in so you can see the NPCs and all the loot spots. So we're going to break into this first NPC home. Both NPC homes have a pair of NPCs in them, so there will be two. It's like a husband and a wife thing. And you just have to kind of be cautious. If you are in a house and you aggro one of them and you have to fight them off, you can't really leave the home, so you pretty much have to fight the people off. So you want to be very careful when you're looting. So right when we enter this home here, we have a nightstand, we have a dresser, and then we have a trunk and a loot box here that you can pick. You don't want to get that until you take out all of these individuals here. So these two, you want to just make sure that, and as it goes to, for all the NPCs, if there are two next to each other, you want to make sure that they're not side by side. You see how they're both kind of looking in the same direction? You will get caught if you try and loot them, especially if you try and do these stabs. So you don't want to really do anything while they're standing side by side. You want to make sure they're kind of facing opposite directions. That's the best case scenario. Now you see that lady went down there. That is the best case scenario for this one here, because when they split up, it's a lot easier to loot stab. So you want ahead and go and take her out. I usually do it from right behind the this chair here, and then again do the same thing with this guy up here. So loot stab. And just to review, you have a pickpocket, you have a chest here, trunk, you have a you have a nightstand, and you have a dresser. So that is that room. We're all done with that. Hopefully you won't get caught. We're gonna speed up here, and we are we're going to enter this building here. So this is like a Induril Manor. So you have 3 NPCs in this building. These 2 are, unkillable. They're important characters, so you don't really have to worry about anything. They're static. They won't really move, so you don't have to worry about much in this building. It's an easy loot. This is the 3rd NPC, and this is the one that you want to do this set on. So you're going to take him out. He does his route. I think he goes upstairs. Usually he'll come around here, and I'll take him out here. So this building here, there are 2 rooms to the left and right. And then upstairs. So there's one here. That's the left room. I check these crates. There is a room on the right. I check the barrel, the desk. So not too much here. We're gonna go upstairs and do the same thing. It's just a mirror. We have the room on the right. Now here you have a nightstand, dresser, trunk, wardrobe. So 4 right there. And then we have a wardrobe, dresser, nightstand. So there's quite a bit upstairs. So once we're done with that, we are done with this building. Again, there is 1 NPC you can take out, and there are 4 rooms. All right, 2 upstairs, 2 downstairs. So we're gonna we're gonna exit this room here, and we are going to go to the last building on this arm here. So not this building. This is the windmill is not a place where you could get treasure. Again, the stuff is like, it's mostly just food ingredients, and it is free stuff, so it's not really an area that you're doing you're actually looting treasure. So we're gonna skip this here, we're gonna skip this burning building, and we're gonna hit this last building on the road here. This is another NPC home, 2 NPCs inside. We're going to break in just to show you what's going on. Hopefully this recording will be shorter than the last one. Let's see. All right, we are in. So this one here is a little, oops, this one's a little more difficult. These 2 NPCs, for some reason, their routes, they do kind of overlap a little bit, so it will be harder to take out both of them. I guess the final step will be harder for both of them. So again, when they're so close together, again, they're kind of facing opposite directions. I wouldn't do the final step on the set. I would wait till they are facing opposite directions and they're on the other sides of the room. So in this building here, you have 2 NPCs. It looks like you have a barrel, nightstand. You have a safe box. You want to definitely hit that one once they are gone. You have this crate, some crates here, and then I think there's a crate in the back that you can check too. So there are crates. There is a safe box, and there are 2 NPCs in here. we're gonna exit, and that kind of concludes, that wraps up this last this arm here. So once again, all we did was once we this area with the lady raking, we hit this first home, we hit this commons area, and we hit the last home, and we're making our way back. We are done with this arm. You can make quite a bit. Again, if you get caught and you have to fight them off, hopefully it's just the last guy, because if both of them are alive, one of them gets aggro and you have to fight them because it's the only way to get out. If you do it in the sight of someone else, then you will get quite a large bounty accrued. So hopefully you don't get caught in those buildings. Just be patient in them, man. Just be patient. They will move away from each other and you'll be able to take them out. So now this is the third arm. So we went back to this kind of center area with that lady raking. And we're going to go down and we're going to do a loop around the docks, hit the boat, and then back up. So this one here, usually I don't have much trouble with. So we're just going to kind of come down here. I guess this guy, he's a warrior. Who looks cooler, huh? I think it's me. Okay, yeah, he knows. So we're going to come down these big stairs here. There's not really anything up here, so just keep going through. This area, I don't really hit. There's an NPC right there, and there are just so many bags and boxes. I just don't bother just to check these. I don't think there's anything good anyway, so I don't hit this. So just come down to the docks. Now, on the docks, there are 2 NPCs that I newly integrated to the route. And then, of course, your barrels and boxes here. So I would hit this box, barrel, I would check that. I don't go down to this boat here. There's all these NPCs. I don't mess with that, so I kind of cut it off right here. So you want to check the crates. The 2 NPCs you want to hit is this guy here. Now this is a warrior, so these guys are a little bit higher level as far as loot chance. And there is another lady that walks around. She's gone right now. She's probably oh, here she is. This is just want to check merchant. Yeah, so this is the lady you want to hit. There are 2 NPCs. So these are the 2 you want to hit on the docks, and you just want to make sure no one's looking. This guard here is your only thing you have to worry about other than the NPCs looking at each other. This guard will do a route as follows. She will just do a loop around here. She will stop right here. She will loop around, stop here. She will loop around. I think she'll stop. So she just does a little loop around the docks. You just want to make sure you're not doing it while they are near, and you don't want to do it while these guys are overlapping. So she'll go over here. That's when I take her out. I'll try and get this guy. This is the smith that goes up all the way up those stairs and all the way down. Hopefully he will be taken care of already, because he will kind of interfere with this side here. So you just want to take him out while he's going down the stairs, or while he's up there with the Argonian maid raking. So take him out. We're going to hit this building here. We have a few crates outside. Again, watch out for the guard. We have these crates here. We have this NPC, and we have a second one that's in their route. They will come in here. So this one here is permanently, so always want to hit him. There's a few crates, barrels. You just want to check this building here. Again, the guard will walk right by, so you just want to make sure to do a peek out. No one's walking by. And take this guy out. Now, hopefully, yeah. So this lady will be coming, I think, from the ship. I'm not sure her route, but she will come in. If you see her, just take her out. She will walk to the back of the building. And if this guy's already gone, then it is just easy pickings. And look at her route. Watch her. She just jumps. Okay. So now that we've hit that building and the little docks here, we're going to cross this dock. You don't want to mess with anything all the way across, too many NPCs, and we're going to go straight onto the boat here. Now this NPC is the one NPC that does a route through here. She'll take a crate, she'll walk up these docks, and she'll go down and drop it over here. So she does this big L, and you want to take her out. Of course, the easiest place to do it is down here. So we're just gonna take her out, you know what I'm saying? So we're just gonna get her. This is the easiest spot. No one can see. Again, this boat is empty. So when you're doing your route down here, I don't even crouch. Don't waste your time. So down on this lower deck, you want to do a counterclockwise route so that you don't go back and forth, rushing back and forth, and have to double check everything. So again, hugging the right side, we have a crate here. This is mostly crates and crates, so you're just kind of rolling the chance for sacks, crates to spawn those treasure items. So we're just gonna hug the right, crate, sack, crate, barrel, crate, all this stuff here, bag, hugging the right hand side. We got barrels, barrel, crate. We're gonna hit this back room here. Let's see. Bag, crate. You could see that my mini map thing is marking. So there are a few spots for Thieves Guild chests down here. I got one in the last recording actually, but we're trying to make this one faster here. Crate, and we are done with the lower level. Now what I do is try and check these two rooms across each other here. I check this one, same thing. It's just a bunch of crates here, bags. You want to check it all. So you just want to check it all. And you have a dresser, wardrobe. I check this room here, and then I do a quick check upstairs too. So yeah, there's a trunk here most of the time, so you just want to take whatever's in there. Same thing, wardrobe or bookshelf, some desks and stuff. So you just want to check all that. The ship is clear now. You've taken care of that. That's usually a little more tedious part because you have to open up so many times. So you're done with that. You're going to check these crates here. You're going to check these crates. You're going to keep moving. You can't do anything with that NPC. And once you get to the end of the docks here, boom, chest on the ship crash. So I always get that. I'm just going to open it up just to see what's going on here, just to see what's going on. So I always check that. That's another little bonus loot that you can get, some legal loot, you know what I'm saying? You won't have to run from the guards with this here. So yeah, the animation is a little weird if you're in the water, but it still opens. Nothing good. Actually, that ring. Let's check that ring real quick. I don't care about stamina really on this one. So we are done. We are done with the dock. We checked the chest, and then we're going to go back up inland. And all we have to do down here is the last person is this lady here, aside from this crates here. So we have this lady, and what she'll do, she's drunk. She'll go back and forth from this corner to here. You don't want to do anything while she's over here with all these other NPCs. And so just kind of get behind her, just wait. And as soon as she gets back on the grass, give it a second, and boom, do the set. Loot, stab, and usually once she's paused here, boom, you're done. So that's that last NPC you will hit down here. Let's get this horse here. Now we are done with the lower level, so we are making a full circle. Again, this is where you want to take out that smith guy. So we just did a loop around the docks. We hit the boat, and we just hit that one NPC in that chest. So we're going back up. That is the third arm. That's the last arm. So again, we are because of how much time it takes, right? Having to pause and loot everyone when you're open. Usually the arms reset, right? Before you're even, before you're done. So once I come up here, this is where I usually, I'm just going to take another right. I check this arm again. I'm just going to this and that, so I try and loop as many times as I can before returning to the Thieves Guild spot. A quick tip, I don't know if you probably knew, but when you enter the Thieves Guild area, when you enter there, it does reset everything on this map, right? So it's almost like leaving and going to a different location, like taking a portal somewhere else. You come back, yeah, all the loot tables have re-rolled. All the crates and stuff have a new set of stuff in it. All the chests have a new roll. So one easy way to reset everything and to reload all the NPCs and reload everything is just to enter the Doan's Watch and then exit. That's all you have to do. Again, what I was saying is I just kind of try and not run all the way back and reset it. So I just try and do the arms as many times as I can until I am full of loot, and then I'll just go back. So I try and do, that one trip, all the groceries before you, one trip only. So now we are back up here in this kind of central area. Now once you kind of conclude that you're done, again, the NPCs will probably respawn. So I always kind of just, as you're going back through, just kind of take everything on the way. Once you're back up here, the closing route, once you're done, we're going to head back to the Dovin's Watch, the little, the the hideout. We're going to return up there, but there are a few things you want to hit on the way just to stack up, okay? Just to get a little extra. So you have this basket and crate you want to check. Now we're going to run through here. We're going to jump. We are going to check this barrel. You're going to go up the stairs and keep an eye out because the guard stops here. So if you have a rolling bounty, you will get caught right away. So check there. We have crate. We're going to speed up here. You have barrel, crate. So I always check those real quick. Easy stashes. Now for NPCs in this area, it's a little more risky because there are a lot more in this area. This is one easy hit. You want to take him out. He's a beggar. There was someone walking by with a torch that you saw. They kind of are in different places. So if you kind of see them, if they're standing here, maybe try and take them out after this guy. So sometimes you'll see another NPC here. There's a total of 3 that you want to take out. So this beggar here, always kind of an easier hit. You'll have that lady with the torch walking around. If you see her, go ahead and take her out. And then you have this noble here. Now, I have some trouble with him sometimes because, noble, he has a higher chance of rarer items. And therefore he might get aggro. You'll have a higher chance of getting aggro if you miss your chance. So what I do is get right behind this brick wall here, and you can reach him with the pickpocketing from here. So this is just an easy way to get all the way out of sight and do the pick, and you can kill him, but make sure that guy's already gone or there's no one through here, because if there's someone right here, they'll be able to catch you. If there's someone standing right here, they'll catch you. I think that's that torch guy that does his route. So you will get caught if there's anyone across the way. So I try and just loot, stab, take him out. I guess there is this lady too. Okay, there's this lady. She'll go up and talk to him. I sometimes try and take her out while she's down there. So you want to keep an eye out for that too. So there's another one. So always want to try and get that last big stash. And then there are these crates you want to check, and you are done with the route. Here we are. We're back at the Doman's Watch. That is the full route. So once you're done down here, you just make a quick left, okay? As soon as you go down there, it's just the first left. That's the fence. So this one is very close by. You don't have to do much. What I'm going to do real quick is do a quick review. That's that guard that goes around. So we're going to do a quick review of the route. So we start up here. What we did on this upper level here, this is the upper arm. We checked a few crates on this corner here. We have 4 NPCs that we can take out up here. And we went all the way around and we went into the Fighters Guild. In the Fighters Guild, there are 2 NPCs that you can take out, 1 you cannot, so be cautious. And there are some treasure chests and a bunch of crates and whatnot. So that is the upper arm. Once you go down into this kind of area where you decide, there's always that lady to raking, so you just want to take her out. Now when you're going into this lower arm here, what we did was hit 2 NPC homes and a guild area, right? So we have a NPC home, which is the first one on your right. We have the next building, which is the commons area. We have 1 NPC and 4 rooms that you can loot. And then we went all the way down to the end of the road. Same thing, it is a NPC building. And both NPCs have a loot box, and they have 2 NPCs each. So along with a lot of, boxes, drawers, all that stuff. So those are 3 buildings you want to hit. Those are the only ones you want to hit down here. Once you are done with that route, what we did is go onto the 3rd arm. So we go up, we're going to go all the way down, just to review here. And what we did down on this arm is we went down the stairs, just so I don't fall off here. We went down the stairs, we hit 2 NPCs on the docks, we hit a few crates, we made our way to this building here, we hit everything in there, including 1, sometimes 2 NPCs, and all the crates, so just be mindful of the guard that goes in a circle. And then we went down the docks to the boat. We hit the lower level, we hit the 3 rooms on top. It's just a bunch of little boxes and bags, so it's kind of annoying, but you always have a chance to get in that loot. So we hit the whole ship. We then got off the dock. We came around to this bar. Behind the bar, there's 1 lady you want to hit, and then we are done with the lower arm. So once you come back up, those are the 3 arms that makes up the bulk of the set. And those are the arms that I kind of go back and forth on as I just keep accumulating loot and as stuff respawns. So once you're closing, you just want to make your way up, check a few chests here, barrel. You want to check the few crates here, and you want to check the barrels and crates back here. And then you have a few NPCs that you sometimes want to try and take out while you're up here. If you're open, just be careful, just be vigilant. It looks like there are 4 NPCs total. The torch guy, you have these 2 here. Hopefully she's gone. And then this noble, he might give you trouble, but you know, better loot. And once you are all done, I just check these chests and boom, return. So again, just some numbers for you. Okay, once you loot the items that are, you have the 40 gold, 100 gold, and then like the very rare for 250 gold. So if you sell all 140 items, then the minimum gold you'll get if they're all 40s is 5,600 gold. So the other day I got a little over 10,000. That seems to be about an average day. So it seems like half of them are 40s and the other half is a mix of greens and blues. So this is very lucrative. Once you get more comfortable with the routes and NPC rotations and stuff, you can probably get this whole route or an inventory full in an hour or so. So if you do have time and you are trying to grind out that gold, just come to Stonefalls. Come to Stonefalls. Come to Dovin's Watch and do the route starting from the refuge. You do the 3 arms and you are good. So that's the most efficient way. That's the route that has the most NPCs, the most boxes and stuff that you can hit to just fill your inventory with treasure as quick as you can, so you can just get on back, sell it all, and get that day's worth done. So that is my route. You know, just you know, have fun. There it is. Hope you enjoyed. That is my secret gold making tricks. The banks are angry that this secret is out. What the fuck, dude? You know, it's 2 a.m. Thanks for the Yeti, you know what I'm saying? I'm out here recording. And there it is. So, yeah. Have a good one. Peace.